Maytag washer back panel removal is often necessary to access key components like the control board, hoses, and wiring for diagnostics, repairs, or replacements. This video covers the safe and effective method for doing so. Newer Maytag models have integrated designs for easier access, reducing repair times, but physical removal is still often required. Before you begin, safety is paramount. First, unplug the washer from the power outlet to eliminate any risk of electric shock. Next, turn off the water supply valves to prevent water flow during the procedure. Now, disconnect and drain the water inlet and outlet hoses to avoid water leakage. Finally, gently tilt the machine back and secure it with a dolly or other support to prevent tipping and potential injury. Gather your tools before starting. You'll typically need a Phillips head screwdriver and possibly a Torx screwdriver, depending on your model. Pliers may be required for hose clamp removal. A multimeter is useful for testing electrical continuity. Have a grounded wrist strap to prevent electrostatic discharge when handling electronic components. A Phillips head screwdriver is essential for removing the screws that hold the back panel in place on most Maytag washers. Depending on your model, you might need a Torx screwdriver. Use the correct size to avoid stripping the screws. Pliers are required for removing hose clamps that secure water hoses to the washer. A multimeter helps test electrical continuity in wiring and components before reassembly. A grounded wrist strap protects electronic components from electrostatic discharge, which can cause permanent damage, as shown here. Locate the screws along the top and sides of the back panel. Most models have 3 to 5 screws. Newer models may use quick-release clips. Gently pull to unclip them. Remove the screws and keep them organized. Carefully lift the panel upwards and outwards, disconnecting any grounding wires attached to the panel. The control board is typically located in the upper rear section, often behind a plastic shield. Carefully unplug the connectors from the control board. Note the color coding of the wires: blue for power, green for ground. Take a picture for reference during reassembly. To access hoses, use pliers to loosen the clamps, securing them to the water inlets and outlets. For wiring, trace the harnesses to the control board, looking for corroded connections or frayed insulation. Be cautious of high-voltage capacitors on the control board, which can retain charge. Discharge them with an insulated tool if necessary. Reverse the disassembly steps to reassemble the back panel. Start by ensuring all connections are secure. Make sure the grounding wires are properly reattached. Connect them securely to the control board. Check that all seals are intact to prevent leaks. Examine the hose connections and ensure O-rings are properly seated. Properly align the panel before securing it with the screws or clips. Position it carefully over the back of the washer. Secure the panel with the screws or clips. Ensure everything is tight and properly fastened. After reassembly, perform final checks to ensure everything is secure and functioning properly. First, double-check all connections, including control board plugs, hose clamps, and wiring harnesses. Ensure no loose or corroded connections. Next, carefully turn the water supply valves back on. Check for any leaks around hose connections. Now plug the washer back into the power outlet. Be aware of high-voltage capacitors that may retain charge. Discharge them safely if needed. Finally, run a test cycle with a small load to verify the washer operates correctly. Listen for unusual noises and check for proper water flow and drainage. Remember, if you're uncomfortable with any of these steps, consult a qualified appliance repair technician. Improper repairs can void warranties and create safety hazards like electrical risks or water damage.